two, one.
Hi, everyone. This is Craig Proctor. We are live with my special guest, Nick Rendleman from Chicago. Nick, how are things in Chicago today?
They're great, Craig. It's nice weather today, and it's just wonderful. I was just at the museum here a couple blocks away, and just taking some time to think and pray and just having a great day. So
life is good, my man. Look, you're going to be presenting at our upcoming conference in Orlando. The conference that we're doing in Orlando, by the way, is July 26th to the 28th. I know many of you watching this are going to be in attendance. The conference is all about what works best in the market shift. It doesn't really matter what marketplace you're in. All over North America, we see things changing. We've got rapidly increasing interest rates. We've got record inflation. We got a lot of things happening. Got a war going on. So the market is shifting, and the Orlando conference is 3 days, all about the shifting market and what strategies are working best. So Nick Rendleman here is going to be one of the presenters, and Nick is going to be presenting on how he uses statistics and guarantees to set himself apart from all the other realtors in Chicago. And Nick and I were talking before we got started. There's really two ways you're using these stats. Number one, to get the business, right? And number two, when you're in front of the buyer and seller, to convince the clients that they should choose you versus the other agents. So Nick, give us some of those examples of how you use statistics to both generate the lead in the first place and then convince the buyers and sellers to go with you.
You know, the proof is in the pudding, right? So your performance, what you're doing, how you're doing it, how well you're doing it, this matters. If you're doing better than the next guy, and there's 20,000 next guys in Chicago, you know, we got 20,000 realtors. So I got to compete against 20,000 realtors. So, you know, we got to be better than the next guy to get the business. Anytime we go to take a listing, they've probably interviewed 2 or 3 people, right? Sometimes even more than that. And so we've got to present to them a compelling argument. And one of the most compelling arguments I find is fact. You know, in a day and age when we're always trying to figure out what's truth, what's not truth, you know, you can't argue with numbers. Numbers are facts. Statistics are statistics. You can't argue with those. So they're very handy. And the first way we use them, Craig, is as in marketing. You know, so just imagine, again, there's 20,000 realtors putting stuff in people's mail. And what's going to separate us is that we're going to share our stats with how we do things differently, how we do things better. So we sell more homes. We sell homes for more money. You know, we sell homes way faster than the average realtor. You know, a lot of our listings, Craig, they never even hit the MLS. You know, we just have our buyers and waiting program. So this is actually what's going on under the hood. You know, we're not just making this up. This is actually verified MLS statistics. So we put this in our postcard. We share this. We take the average agents and we kind of, you know, put their numbers and we put our numbers and we show the difference. So that gets us in the door. Okay.
So basically you're comparing your statistics versus like the Chicago MLS, the average realtor.
Yes.
So let me write these down. So list to sales ratio, the people who list their home with you are selling for closer to the asking price than the real estate board average.
Actually, over the asking price.
Over the asking price, but more than the other agents are selling their properties for. Your days on the market are superior.
Yep.
You sell more homes. You sell more homes than the other agents.
Yep.
And a higher percentage of the listings you take on actually sell and close.
That's right.
Okay, so those are 4 very impressive statistics. And you put all this together in one marketing piece. So it would have your list to sales ratio, your days on the market, your success rate. Okay. So you were telling me before we got started about a listing that you got specifically because of marketing your statistics. Share with us what happened there.
Yeah. So we were up against a couple of household names in kind of an illustrious neighborhood. And it was, you know, it was $1 million plus listing. And we were having a hard time getting the business because of these other realtors who are household names. And, you know, they've been there forever. They know the neighborhood, all this kind of stuff. So I just pulled up our stats. And to be honest with you, Craig, before I went into it, I didn't really know what their stats were, right? I had to research them. But we smoked them basically in every metric. We sold more homes. We sold homes faster. We sold homes for more money, so fewer cancellations. So I presented this to the seller, and then he was interested. But what really sealed it then was when I made him a guarantee. So we are going to guarantee you this sales price based on our stats. We'll guarantee you this, or we will pay the difference. And his exact words to me were, "I like you, Nick. You're putting your money where your mouth is." I said, "Yeah, that's how we play. We're confident in this number." And I knew the neighborhood well enough to know that we could get that number.
Right.
And so we did get that number. We sold it, and we beat out our competition.
That's awesome. So you're combining your statistics with performance guarantees. And by the way, this is what we're going to be talking about at the Craig Proctor conference here in Orlando, Florida at the end of July. For those that join us a bit late, this is Nick Rendleman I'm interviewing right now from Chicago. He is going to be presenting on how he separates himself from the competition, how he uses statistics, how he uses performance guarantees. And you're hearing what he's doing right now, but he's going to show you in Orlando the actual marketing pieces that he uses, the postcards, the social media ads. And then the third way really that we set ourselves apart, Nick, one way is, unique statistics that set ourselves apart. The other you mentioned is performance guarantees. And then the third way is unique services, services that you offer that the other realtors don't offer. So an example of that would be like your buyers in waiting program. That's a unique service you have that other agents don't have. There's a lot of competition out there. And this is what's really going to help those that attend my Orlando conference is we are going to show you what the top realtors in the country like Nick are doing to not only generate leads, but to seal the deal, to get the listing, to win the buyer by really setting yourself apart from other realtors in very innovative ways. Tell us what else you're doing in your marketing when it comes to statistics or your performance guarantees or your unique services.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say this too, Craig, because it's something you talk a lot about, risk reversal. Like why does this work so well? Why does a unique selling proposition based on your stats work so well? Well, you can show them your stats, and that's helpful, and but they could still challenge it and say, well, yeah, but how do I know those stats are accurate, or whatever. Like there could be an objection
Right.
to that, but when you actually put a guarantee behind it, now they can't argue that, right? Because you're actually demonstrating that what you're saying is factual, and you believe it so much that you're willing to step up to the plate and swing. So I think a lot of it, the reason why it works well is because it's risk reversal for the consumer. They feel safe, and you have the confidence to actually go forward and execute it. And a lot of people don't. Going back to that listing, when I was talking with this client, I said, "Did the other realtor offer you that?" He said, "No." I said, "Why don't you ask them if they will?" Because they won't do it. And he did, and they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't play that game. So you have to be confident within your skill set and your knowledge and your expertise to know what you can and can't do. And when you know you can do something, to be confident and to step out.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's such a great way to ethically kill your competition.
Correct.
Most realtors are running around saying, well, I guarantee great service. I'll guarantee I'll sell your home for the most amount of money, or I'll guarantee I'll sell it fast, or what, or nothing. It's just
Right.
words. Where our performance guarantee actually have teeth. We have a consequence. If we don't do exactly what we promised, there's a consequence, right? There'll be a reduction of the fee, or we're going to give you the difference.
Right.
The way I worked the performance guarantee, I would lead with the performance guarantee, and then I would back it up with the statistics that basically proved how well the performance guarantees actually worked to get the buyers and sellers better results. Hey, look, I know you're super busy selling houses and things. I want to thank you for being with us. This is Nick Rendleman. Okay, if you guys want to reach out to, what would be the best way for people to reach out to you, Rick? Nick, how would they?
Just go to our Instagram handler at Nicholas Ryan Team, and message us there. That's probably the best way. And I'd
Okay.
be happy to help. out there.
And folks, if you want more information on our upcoming conference, go to craigproctorseminar.com. We'll type that in the comments below, craigproctorseminar.com. It'll be a clickable link. You'll see the speakers, you'll see the agenda. It's $495, folks, to attend and spend 3 days with myself and the top realtors all over North America. I'll tell you what, here's a performance guarantee I'll give all of you. If you come and you spend 3 days with Nick and I and our top realtors, you're not absolutely blown away, I'll give you the $495 back.
There you
No
go.
questions. Yeah, that's our performance guarantee.
And Craig, if I hadn't taken that step a few years back, there's no way I would be where I am today in my business selling over 100 homes. Not a chance in the world. And so anyone who's listening, if you're wondering if it's real or if it's worth it or, whatever, I'm just telling you it is. It's changed my life. It's changed the way I think about real estate. So I would encourage everybody to make the investment and get out to Orlando.
Yeah, and if you can't make it to Orlando, I have another option for everybody. You could book a free call with my team and I. Go to Proctor Call, my name, proctorcall.com. We'll have that link in the comments below. You can book what we call a breakthrough call. We'll ask you a bunch of questions about your business, and we would give you suggestions on how we would help you and how you could change your approach to be super successful, just like Nick. Nick, what was your production before you met me? What were you doing?
Oh, I was basically a solopreneur, working like crazy to sell, 30, 40 homes a year.
Right. And you thought that was the ball game, right? You thought that was the deal, right?
Yeah.
Everyone, and you were a top producer doing 30 or 40 at that time.
Yeah.
But now you're doing over 100.
Yeah. We did over 100 last year. And, I literally did 0 showings. I think I was involved in the sale of 1 home. My team did all the selling. I had an awesome team, great brokers under me, and just transformed my real estate hustle to an actual business. And that's been such a game changer.
And that all started by coming to one of my conferences.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Do you remember where that conference was conducted?
It was in the Bahamas.
In the Bahamas, yeah. Cool. Well, this one's going to be in Orlando, Florida. It's July 26th to the 28th. You'll get to meet Nick. You can reach out to him now if you want to verify his story, verify he's a real guy doing 100 transactions in Chicago. It'll be more than that this year. But we hope everyone can join us. Again, go to craigproctorseminar.com. You've got my personal guarantee. You come and you spend 3 days with us. If you're not absolutely blown away, and you don't think you've got more than your $495 worth, we'll just give you back the money. That's our performance guarantee. Also, we have an early bird offer. There's a whole bunch of bonuses. I think there's $2,900 worth of marketing bonuses that we're offering if you register right now as an early bird. So go to craigproctorseminar.com. And again, if you can't make the conference for whatever reason, you can book a call with my team and I by just going to proctorcall.com. You'll go to my Acuity Day Timer, pick out a day and time that works for you, and we'll start with a conversation. That's what happened with Nick and I. It all started with a conversation.
Right.
Nick, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to be with us. And I look forward to seeing you in Orlando, Florida for an awesome presentation.